Hello there, and welcome to another lesson on Reinvent Your Impact, where I share advice and some skills every day to help you become a better, more confident woman in leadership. And through this series, we're looking at specific leadership skills and things that can help you stretch and expand and grow in your leadership. And I'm Dr. Geneva. For those of you I haven't met yet, hello. I'm a leadership expert, and I believe that if we have the right mindset and skills, any woman can positively influence teams, communities, and causes they care about. And it's not about a title. You don't have to have that to lead change. Whether you're now an executive in your own company, if you're managing your child's softball team, if you lead a church or in your family, you can grow and share those gifts you've got. And so, my goal is to help you turn that influence into greater impact by giving you tools, advice, tips, and just some good conversation. And hopefully, you'll be able to use this information. It'll be valuable to you so that you can grow and then affect others. Because I believe that when women lead confidently from their strengths, that our organizations, our families, and our communities thrive. So today I want to have some conversation about transferable skills and attitude. That is tapping into the skills that you already have and making sure that you got the right attitude as you are going forward and as you're, doing all those things that you want to do to increase your impact and, you know, let people know that I'm here. I'm here and I'm doing it. So let's look at what Lou Holtz. How many of you know Lou Holtz? He's was a legendary football coach and won a lot of national titles. And one of the things he was known for was tapping into um, various talents that he found and uh, and helping young talent deal with new situations by talking to them about attitude and what was in their head and how in fact that they had some skills within them that they could really use. And so he says your talent determines what you can do, your motivation determines how much you are willing to do, and your attitude determines how well you do it. So, what do you all think about what Lou Holtz has to say? Leave me a comment or two if you have some feedback. I think what he's saying is that um, the abilities that we have alone don't maximize our potential, that our motivation and our attitude are really important if we want to repurpose our talents in certain situations that we're not familiar with in particular, so that when we're approaching something and it's kind of new for us or different, that the talent that we bring is good to the table. But when we have motivation, that is, that we're inspired to do something, to move forward, and the right attitude, that is a whole package. And when we have that whole package, we really have a set of skills that are transferable. So, those three pieces, the talent, the motivation, and the attitude, matter as we're tapping into skills that we can use in any situation. And being able to use those skills helps us with our impact in anything that we might want to reinvent as we move forward. So, I'd like to just leave you with 3 points based upon what Lou Holtz is saying about our talent determines what we do, motivation, how much we're willing to do it, and the attitude, how well we can do it. So let's think about these 3 things. One, it's important for you to take an inventory of what you're capable of doing right here, right now, and reflect on all of the things that you can do and what difference they make. So, if you're great at, let's say you're a parent and you've got kids and you're great at juggling all of those demands that come from parenthood and working with young people or teenagers, okay? Um, you probably got some time management, multitasking, and planning skills, right? Oftentimes, we will go about doing everyday tasks, and we might do these things very well, but we don't think about or reflect on them as actual skills that we can use and transfer from one place to another. So, in other words, if you're a mom, stay at home mom, and you're looking or have been a stay at home mom, and now let's even go deeper, maybe you're an empty nester. So you've raised the kids, you've juggled the schedules, you've, just sent them out to be wonderful, independent adults out of your pocketbook. And now maybe you're looking at stepping back into the workforce, but you're saying, oh my goodness, no, I'm maybe too old. I haven't had the experience. I'm here in my midlife. I want you to inventory all the things that you do and determine what of those things perhaps are in fact skills that you have. Again, like I said, if you've been doing anything with young folks for years and years and taking care of a house, there's budgeting. I'm sure you've got some skills in that too. So it's important wherever we are, whether we're a mom looking to get back into the workforce, whether we're a healthcare career executive looking to start her own business, whether you're managing a team, it's important for you to know and understand what your capabilities are. So, first thing, inventory, what you got going on. Secondly, I want you to think about how once you know what it is you got going on, I want you to think about how you can apply those things that you know, those things that you feel that you're skilled at to new situations. Okay? So let's take midlife mom who's in an empty nest situation, but says, I'm going to step back in to the workforce. And she's got these skills in time management, multitasking, probably budgeting as well. So, taking those skills and applying them to a new situation. So, let's say she has always had an interest in party planning, and in fact has done it before. and wants to or has an interest in being a special events planner. They make some good money. That's an interesting career, and planning and executing flawlessly events. Okay. So her planning skills, her time management skills might come into play. What about if you have a skill that where you pay real close attention to detail because you've been in a financial analysis role at your job? This skill, this attention to detail could help you in other venues, other opportunities, other areas. So it's important for you to think about the competencies and skills you have and then apply them. So, to our midlife mom or to our financial analyst who has that fine eye to key detail, perhaps both of you can think about special events planning, something that requires the planning skills, the management skills, the attention to detail. So you see, I'm just giving you some, examples. You probably can do your own assessment when you stop and think about the kinds of things that you do and what you have. But the point is to take those skills and apply them to something new and different. When I stepped out of the nonprofit world and became a business owner, I had some really great strategic planning skills. And because I had used them all the time, but I wasn't sure about what I could or should do with them when starting my own business because I was so focused on, well, I got to get my services together. I got to, price my services. I got to get an office. I was dealing with those things. But when I decided to apply my strategic planning skills to the thought of putting together a business plan, it worked because there were so many things that I did and learned about and had skills in terms of the strategic planning process. Many of those fit in terms of putting together a business plan. So I took the old skills that I had that I felt comfortable with and applied them to a new situation. You can do the same. And then the third thing I'd like you to think about is how you can really use your attitude to help you with transferring and thinking about what skills that you have are transferable. And what I mean by that, it's sort of like thinking about and dealing with, hey, I can do anything that I want to. Lou Holt suggests to us your attitude determines how well you'll do it. So you've inventoried your current skills. You know what it is that you have. And in fact, you see opportunities for being able to use those skills in on other areas. And secondly, since you've kind of figured that out, you actually go ahead and do it. Something that you're used to doing, you go into a new and different situation and do that skill, perform that act. Use those time management skills that you know you have in helping out with a church event or talking about them in your new interview for a new executive position. Using those transferable skills matter, knowing what they are, but it's the attitude that really makes a difference because that really gives you that motivation, that can do, and yes, I can. and makes you and puts you in a position where you're willing to try it. So, what do you think? Give me a comment whether you're live here on the replay. What do you think about this conversation about transferable skills? Do you have skills that are transferable? What did you discover today? What did you think about today based upon this conversation? I'd love for you to list three things that you already have, skills that you can do, and think about how you're going to use them in new and perhaps unfamiliar situations. Well, that's it for today. I enjoyed being with you. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. If you did, give me a like or perhaps you'll subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.